It's LoPresti, 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 LoPresti looks at life. You guys get to deal with super dark circles LoPresti because he's not good enough at photoshopping or the YouTube editing to remove all of that stuff. And obviously I'm no good at makeup, so you get see only the barest, most raw human form right now in with all this corona nonsense. So this time, I would like to talk about the dangers of overconfidence, such as thinking that you'll be okay after a really late night and definitely not getting enough sleep and trying to plan for Mother's Day and then being like, yeah, whatever, I'll just, get ready for work and record videos in the morning. Don't do it. Overconfidence can is a trap that anyone can fall into, right? We see it all the time in sports. We see it all the time in our daily lives, taking on more than we can handle because we think we can do it, and then realizing that we definitely cannot. And I wanted to put the dangers of this in perspective from a little story that's going on with my parents right now. So, animals are weird, right? Yeah, all animals are weird. My mom and dad have this cat. The cat's pretty cool. They raised the cat from a kitten. Like they eyedropper fed the little cat, and so you'd think this cat would be like really nice to them, but it's not because it's a cat. And so lately, the cat has scratch that. Have you ever seen the movie Alien versus Predator? If you haven't, it's not a good movie. But the premise of this movie is very important for the story, right? So in this movie, you have the predators, which are like they're supposed to fight these aliens, but they have to like train to do so. And so predator society, right? They have this like ancient training ground where they like grow the aliens, and then the predators like fight them to prepare how to battle them later on. And the humans come in and they like wake up the aliens early, and it's this chaos thing, and it's alien versus predator. Anyway, so the point is, remember that you think you have things under control, right? The predators thought they had everything under control, and then these stupid, annoying little humans came into their little training area and messed everything up. So, parents' cat, right, hunts a lot, and I get a call from my mom and dad, and they're like, "We have a kangaroo rat problem." I was like, "You can have a mouse problem, you can have a bug problem, but I have never heard anyone in my life say, yo, I got a kangaroo rat problem." So I was like, what this time, mom and dad? So mom says, you wouldn't believe this. The cat will go hunt things, not kill them, right? Because cats, again, you'd think they would be nice, but fun fact, cats are the only animal that kill for pleasure. Like, just imagine for a brief second if sharks and like rhinos and crocodiles killed for pleasure. That would be too much, right? You're just like walking along and all of a sudden this rhino just bulldozes your house and is angry and yeah. Anyway, so cat goes out. My parents have this desert property kind of like right behind their house, so cats often go out and hunt like random rabbits and kangaroo rats. So the cat has gotten into the habit of like wounding very bad, right? Like we're talking like blood is cascading from this kangaroo rat. Drags it over the house, and the cat will bring it into the the house, and then she'll just like deposit it in a corner, and the cat will be like, "I'll let you live for now, but when I come back, we fight to the death." And of course, the kangaroo rat's like twitching and freaking out and it's bleeding, right? But the cat won't kill them. And so like I think the cat is trying to be like whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So I think the cat is like trying to grow the ultimate kangaroo rat life form, right? And it's going to be this epic battle to the death between Super Kangaroo Rat and my parents' cat. So now, obviously, mom and dad are like, we can't have this. Like, we got like three bleeding kangaroo rats in this corner here. They're all like huddled together. Like, when will the cat return? And like, I think the cat is like psychologically terrorizing them as well. So like, think like jump scares in horror movies where like you like they wake up and they hear like the cat, just the soft little kitty pad paws in the middle of the night, and then one kangaroo rat like looks out, and all you see is like the big old cat eyes, and the cat's like, I'm watching you. And then of course, the kangaroo rats are still freaking out and bleeding and all that stuff. So the cat is right trying to turn these kangaroo rats into these like hardcore, scarred up, battle ready machines or something. My mom and dad are like, we can't have kangaroo rats living in the corner of our house. Like, they're bleeding on the floor. Who knows? Like, they hide under the bed. Who knows what they're gonna get into, right? So my dad goes, all right, we gotta like clean out the kangaroo rats. So he's getting ready to remove the super kangaroo. Oh wow, the soon to be super kangaroo rats. Because unless you're like the rat from Lady and the Tramp, there's no way you're gonna tango with like a dog or a cat and come out on top, right? So my dad is like, cat, I need to get rid of these poor kangaroo rats. And the cat's like, you're not moving them. And the kangaroo rats are like, of course, like, what's going on? Like, please get us out of here. Get us out of here. And so it becomes this like epic three-way battle, right? Because the kangaroo rats don't know what's going on, so they're just gonna lash out at whoever. And my dad is trying to like help the kangaroo rats get out. And the cat, of course, realizes that my dad is trying to get rid of these kangaroo rats. So the cat's like attacking dad, and then the kangaroo rats are attacking. It's like, it's madness, right? It's like Alien versus Predator. You got the humans, you got the predator, and you have the aliens. Except in this case, the aliens were the kangaroo rats, and they weren't ever going to really pose a threat to the cat. But now we think back to the crux of the story, right? Which is overconfidence. Now, I think it's safe to say that, like, even no matter how good you are at the game, right? You could be Michael Jordan, and you still miss the easy free throw. You could be Kobe Bryant, and you could still mess up the basic dribble that you have practiced 1,000 billion trillion gazillion times, right? There's always that one freak chance that whatever the worst thing that could go wrong, it might just go wrong, right? And my cat learned this because, well, not my cat, sorry, the parent's cat. And the parent cat learned this when he tried to mix it up with the kangaroo rat. So again, there's the chaos, right? You got like the push broom from my dad, and the kangaroo rat's freaking out, and the cat's like, well, man, all my kangaroo rats are getting helped out. I'm gonna take one of them down with me, right? So the cat, of course, goes for the weakest kangaroo rat, which is like a little baby or teenager kangaroo rat. It's all very sad, and the dad or the mom kangaroo rat, I don't know, was like, you know what? These scars tell stories, cat. I'm tired of you pushing me around and you terrorizing us night after night, making us bleed. I bleed for this kid, right? And so I've never seen anything like this. But this kangaroo, like the cat comes in, like swatting at the kangaroo rat, and the kangaroo rat like grabs like the paw of the cat, and the cat's like oh my god, like oh no. And the kangaroo rat became the super kangaroo rat for just long enough to like slap up the cat a bit and like bite its neck. And I don't think it like really, I don't think it hurt the cat, but it did hurt the cat's pride, which sometimes is the most effective place to hurt someone. Where the greatest wounds are felt when our pride is injured, right? So the cat is like paralyzed and stunned, like, oh my god, the super kangaroo rat, the prophecy has come true. And at this point, obviously the kangaroo rats escape. They're like bleeding and limping out and everything because they're still really injured from my cat torturing them. So they get to the fence, right? And like the dad, I'm gonna assume it was the dad because this was like the biggest kangaroo rat. He was the super kangaroo rat. It could have been the mom. I don't know. I'm not an expert. So the two smaller ones were able to escape under this like hole in the fence. But big kangaroo rat, he couldn't do it. But you know what? He was super kangaroo rat, and I truly believe that like when you're in the zone and you like have that, like you're just a little itty bitty bit away from overconfidence. When you have like that supreme level of confidence, you can do anything, right? So this kangaroo rat, super kangaroo rat, just like jumps and climbs a fence. I've never seen a mouse climb anything in my life. I don't know how he did it. He was like, yeah, I don't know how much blood he had lost at this point. I don't know, like, were his tendons in his legs severed? Who knows? It doesn't matter. He could do anything. He if he wanted to fly, he probably could have done it at that moment because he was the super kangaroo rat and he rose to the occasion. And so that's the lesson of how can we how can we channel the power of our confidence, right? And what's the dangerous line between being overconfident and just confident enough? And I think about that a lot with trying to how can we be the best person that we can be without being arrogant, without giving into our hubris and our vanity and pushing people away through our arrogance and things like that. It does feel really good when you are the best. When you become the super kangaroo rat and you can do anything, that's like the best feeling in the world. There's nothing that will ever match the feeling of being the super kangaroo rat, right? When of battling through something and emerging victorious. But we have to be very careful, just like my parents' cat, to not let that become overconfidence. Because when it becomes when our confidence in ourselves becomes too much and becomes arrogance and vanity and pride, that's when we hit that fall, right? And that's when we watch the super kangaroo rat get away and everything goes to crap because we undid ourselves. So remember not to be too overconfident, but also remember be the super kangaroo rat. That's that for LoPresti Looks at Life this time. Always remember, don't play with your food. Literally, because it might run away from you. Number two, be the super kangaroo rat I know you can be. If you're watching this on the weekend, have a wonderful weekend. If you're not watching this on the weekend, have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time.